Hi, my name is Kelly Lindell. After 20 years as a fitness instructor, I started a home care agency to help seniors stay independent. After working closely with hundreds of folks over 50, I'm back to preaching fitness because I am convinced, and tons of research support my beliefs, that the number one thing you can do to stay healthy as you age is to be active. Face it, we're all aging, but let's not take it sitting down. Come on, join me. Let's go get active. Well, hello, I'm Kelly Lindell. Welcome to Active Aging. Today, my friends Earl and Kathy are going to join me to do some cardiovascular exercise, and I sure hope you'll join us. Even if you're feeling tired or relaxed watching TV, I promise if you exercise along with us, you'll feel more energized when we're all done. Because today, we are going to exercise our most important muscle, our hearts. By doing some simple rhythmic moves and deep breathing, our heart is going to pump fresh energy to every part of our body, even our brain. So we'll have more energy and feel more clear-minded and alert. Matter of fact, exercise helps our brain so much. Studies show people who exercise regularly have 20 to 30% less chance of Alzheimer's disease or dementia as they age. So you win now and you win later. A simple 20 to 30 minutes of rhythmic movement like walking, swimming, or exercising with us, and you're actually helping your brain and your body at the same time. So enough talk, let's get started. Please grab a sturdy dining room chair and 2 paper plates. We'll get moving after a word from our sponsors.
There's some things that change your world for the good. The day we met Debbie, Dad's comfort keeper, was a true Independence Day for him. Finding someone who cares for Dad in amazing ways. Not just what she does for him, cooking, cleaning, and errands, but there's this bond, how they laugh and share memories. Knowing Comfort Keepers is there helping Dad live independently at home has made all the difference in both our worlds.
Let Comfort Keepers bring comforting in-home care home to you.
Store to Door really is there to help me.
Store to Door has been helping seniors in the 7-county metro area for 26 years. Our volunteers take your shopping list to Cub Foods, so the food we bring is just what you want.
They're wonderful people. Everybody should look into it.
Store to Door. We bring the groceries and peace of mind. Call 651-642-1892. That's 651-642-1892. Or visit storetodoor.org.
When it's time to start looking at options for senior living, it can sometimes feel like an overwhelming task. Here are some helpful tips to consider. Know exactly what is and isn't included in your monthly rent. It should be conveniently located to doctors and local businesses. Be sure there are options for additional services that may be needed for future care. If you have any further questions about senior living, feel free to call Heritage Place of Roseville at 651-489-3293.
Welcome back. We're going to get started today by just doing some nice deep breathing exercises to get our bodies ready for exercise. I'd like you to sit towards the edge of your chair and sit up nice and tall. Kind of think of a zipper going right up your abdomen, so you're sitting nice and tall and avoiding slouching into the back of your chair. So starting out nice and tall, take a nice deep breath in and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. And as we inhale this time, I'd like you to reach your arms up overhead and exhale, relaxing those arms down. Think about 1 breath per movement. So as you inhale, you're reaching up, and as you exhale, you're reaching down. Getting that air flowing through your body, and exhale down. And 1 more. This time, hold it up at the top and bring your right hand down onto the chair and gently lean over to the side, stretching through your waist and upper back. Take a nice deep breath, inhale, and exhale. Now as you inhale, bring your arm back up. Exhale, bring it down, and inhale, reach up with the opposite arm, and gently leaning to the side as you exhale. Inhale, and exhale, and lengthen a little bit longer, and then bring it back up to the top, and release down. And now just rolling those shoulders back, stretching out any kinks you might have in your neck or shoulder area. Oh, this always feels so good. I like to do this one throughout the day. All right, now we're just gonna lift our shoulders up to our ears, squeeze them real tight, and then press down. Inhale, squeeze those shoulders up, and exhale down. And we're gonna just pick up the tempo of that a little bit, just shrugging up and down, up and down. And as you repeat that, begin to lift your heels up as well. So you're getting some blood flowing through your lower body, just warming up the lower leg. And up, lift, squeezing those muscles, getting that blood flowing. All right, and relax those shoulders down. Bring your foot out and just roll out your right ankle a little bit. Don't be afraid if you hear a little crackling. Sometimes that happens. Circling that foot in and circling it out. All right, so hopefully your joints are good and ready to go. We're gonna start next by sticking your right leg out and then in. Your left leg out and then in. And just speeding up the tempo of that. And as you feel comfortable, you've got your legs going good, we're gonna add your opposite arm to the movement and punch that arm out. So you're punching one arm and the opposite leg out, just getting that blood flowing. And if you don't have this opposite arm and leg, it doesn't matter, just so you're moving. Getting those legs and arms moving nice and big. And of course, don't forget to keep breathing. So you're inhaling freely and exhale. And hopefully those muscles are starting to warm up a little bit. How are you guys doing? You got the movement going? So opposite arm and leg or just arm and leg, doesn't matter. And we're just gonna start speeding it up a little bit to get that heart rate going a little more. Choose your own tempo. If it feels like it's too fast or just right where it is, you can keep it here. But otherwise, if you'd like to challenge yourself, speed it up a little bit. And you can even get to the point where you're just kind of hopping out and in. How we doing? We breathing a little bit? All right, let's do for 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Good. Now from there, what we're gonna do, we're gonna push both heels out. You wanna be sitting right at the edge of the chair. Both heels out and then in. Both heels out and in. Press out and in, getting both of those legs moving at the same time. And then we're gonna add our arms. Push out and in. Push out and in. Push out. Excellent. Keep that nice deep breaths going out and in. And once you've got that tempo down, feel free, you can speed it up or slow it down based on your own fitness level. It's a good time at this point to remind you that everything that we do on the show, they're really merely suggestions. I really want you at home to listen to your own body and do what feels right for you. If any of the exercises we're doing feel like they're too hard or painful or uncomfortable, please back off and do it at your own level, because only you know exactly what you can do. Out and in. How we doing? Good. Are you guys breathing a little bit? I sure hope so. All right. All right, 3 more, and 2, and last one. Of course, I decide to talk when we're doing a hard one, huh? Now what we're gonna do is kick your leg out in front of you, and then down, and the other leg out, and down, and again the other leg out, and down, and just begin to pick up the speed to that so you have kind of a rhythmic movement going. And when you're ready, sweep your opposite arm out. So you're reaching that opposite arm to toe, and if you're able, you can kind of lean forward gently and reach for that toe. Exhale as you press. The main idea, again, is just getting those muscles moving and getting your blood flowing. Well, I know I'm breathing pretty good, so it just goes to show you don't have to be out running to get a good workout. You're doing great right in your chair. All right, let's speed up the tempo a little bit, challenging yourselves to really get that heart rate going. And keep going, we're almost there. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Excellent. Shaking it out a little bit. Now I want you to really sit close to the edge of your chair. This one you might feel a little unsteady. If you do, I invite you to hold on to the arms of your chair and just do the leg portion. So we'll start with the legs. We're going to bring our feet out, and then we're going to bring them in. Out, and in, out, and in. And getting a tempo going, choosing the speed and the tempo that's right for you. Bring it out and in, out, and in. All right, now that we've got you going on that, we are going to add the arms. So we're going to press out and in, out and in, out. Feels a little awkward, but technically you're doing a jumping jack. How long has it been since you've done a jumping jack? Great, you can go tell all your friends you did jumping jacks today now. But the good thing is it isn't hurting our knees. Press out and in. All right, let's challenge ourselves. Get those hearts going right a little faster. Press out and in, out and in. Okay, I don't hear heavy breathing, so I'm going to keep doing these until we are. You guys are in too good a shape. And it's 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. Well, the unfair thing is you can hear me breathing, so I hope you're breathing a little bit too. All right, just shaking your legs out a little bit. Just shaking those legs out to keep the blood moving and catch your breath a little bit. We're going to take one that's a little bit more stationary, letting those legs take a little bit of a break. Again, I'd like you to come towards the edge of your chair, zipping up that zipper up your belly so that you feel nice and tall. Your shoulders are right over your hips. And again, always try to avoid the slouching movement. You want to sit up, keeping those abdominal muscles engaged. And at this point, we're going to bring our hands behind our head. And keep in mind what I said earlier. If you feel any pain or discomfort, if this bothers your shoulders, feel free to keep your hands on your shoulders and your elbows down. Either of these options are great. The main thing we want to be aware of and try to avoid is pulling on our neck, because that can cause a lot of pain and discomfort. So sitting up nice and tall, your chest is open. You're going to inhale and then exhale as you bring your shoulder, the right shoulder to the middle and then back. And then bring your left shoulder to the middle and back. Exhale and inhale. Exhale and inhale. And inhale. And as you're doing this, feel those muscles in your abdomen contracting nice and tight. And you're contracting really from your opposite rib to your hip, engaging all those important abdominal muscles that keep your back and your torso nice and strong. Exhaling as you come to the middle and inhaling back. All right, let's do one more to each side and center. And last one. Good job. We're going to continue working your abdomen and sitting up nice and tall again, just being aware of your body position. You're going to take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, gently tip your body to the side, bringing your elbow down towards your hip or the arm of the chair. And inhale, come back to the center. Exhale to the side and center, side and center. You exhale down and inhale up. Exhale down and inhale up. And again, you're contracting that muscle from your rib to your hip, tight and lengthen. Tightening and lengthening. And down. It's a little challenging to work your abdomen from a sitting position, but with a little planning, you can certainly do it. And this is a great way to keep those abdominal muscles strong. And the whole time we're doing this, we're thinking of pulling your belly button in towards our spine, and that abdomen is contracted. All right, have we had enough of these, you think? Let's do one more to each side. And last one. Come up. Excellent. All right, we've given our legs a little bit of a break. We're going to move on to doing some more lower body. And at this point, I'm going to invite you to grab your paper plates. And my friend Kathy and I are going to stand for the next couple exercises while Earl is going to demonstrate the exercises from his chair. And again, make sure you choose the position that's most appropriate for you. If you have any balance problems or lightheadedness, please follow Earl for the next exercises. Otherwise, I really would like you to challenge yourself and join us with your plates, and we're going to head to the back of our chair. Now, setting the plates on the floor, you're going to have the plates next to each other, and you're going to step on both. And notice Earl has his in front of his chair, and he has his foot on either plate. And we're going to start out by simply keeping your hips right next to the chair and pressing your right foot back and then in. Your left foot goes back and in. Right foot and left foot. So amazingly, with two very inexpensive little paper plates, we can actually go cross-country skiing in our own living room. How's that? And press back. And again, this is where you want to listen to your own body. If you feel strong, like you could do a little harder, you can speed up that tempo, make the movement a little bit bigger. If this feels like it's way too much, you can make the movement smaller and really just modify it for your own fitness level. So choosing the tempo and the size of the movement that's appropriate for you. Press, and you'll notice Earl is just sliding his feet forward and back. He's getting a great workout too for the lower body muscles. And Earl, you just want to keep sliding them forward and back, forward and back. Excellent. And ideally, anytime you can be in a standing upright position, you're actually helping improve your bone density, which is very important as we age. Fractures come way too easy, so anytime you can do standing exercises is going to be helpful for your bones. How we doing? We breathing good? Yes? All right. How many more you think we can do? Earl, you have a number in mind? Mine is easiest. Yours is easiest, well, good. So we'll make you work harder next, okay? All right, let's do 4 more, and 3, and 2, and last one. Excellent. Now I'd like you to take your foot off the left plate and just slide it underneath the chair. We want our left foot to be nice and solid on the floor, and our right foot is on the plate. Keeping nice and tall, your shoulders are above your hips, and holding on with your left hand, you're going to slowly slide the foot out to the side. We're going to pause here and just check out the body positioning. My knees are right above my ankles, my shoulders are right above my hips, and my weight is right in the middle of my legs. You're going to slide back in, and then slide out again. And in, if you want a little extra balance, that right hand can just kind of rest on your thigh. And Earl, I'm sorry, Earl, we're going to have you use both plates. And Earl is going to simply fan his legs apart and together, apart and together. So we're all working the muscles of the inner thigh and the outer thigh at the same time. So you're coming down and in, down and in. Sliding and trying, again, you can modify that exercise for your own fitness level. Either bring it wide and come down further if you feel nice and strong, or if you're just starting and you haven't done this very much, you can just take small movements out to the side, choosing what's appropriate for you. As long as you're breathing a little bit, that's what counts. All right, and 4 more, 3, 2, and last one. We're gonna hold it here a minute. Feet are apart, and Earl, I'd like you to just kind of pulse out. Just keep your legs going out, and we're gonna just pulse down a little bit here, Kathy. Excellent. And then bring it in and relax. Wonderful. And unfortunately, Earl, this is where it gets hard for you. You have to keep doing the same movement, where Kathy and I are going to switch to our opposite leg. So we now are standing solid with our right leg, and our left foot is on the plate. Right hand is on the chair, left hand is on your hip or thigh, and you're going to slide out. Check your body alignment for the first couple. Make sure your knees are above the ankles. Shoulders are nice and tall. Slide out and in. You may notice as you're doing this one too, as that leg drags in, you really get nice resistance with the plate, and it really strengthens those muscles on your inner thigh, which are, yes, you can do both legs. Good job. Looks great. It's amazing what you can do with a couple paper plates. Down and in, down. And when I say down too, make sure that your shoulders are staying up nice and tall. And it's just your legs and hips that are going down. Out and in. And there's 4 more. And 3. Nice and strong. Good job. And last one. Let's bring it out here again. And Kathy and I will pulse. And Earl, I'd like you to just crisscross your feet back and forth in the middle. Crisscross back and forth. Just small little movements back and forth. All right, for 4, 3, 2, and bring it in. Wonderful. Now, we're just gonna march our legs out a little bit to cool down. And Earl, you can slide those plates underneath your chair. And you can also march from a sitting position, just lifting your legs up and down. So we're just marching to let our heart rates come back down a little bit. You guys did a great job today. I hope you can feel your heart beating hard. So slowly cooling down a little bit. And now we're just gonna simply touch that toe side to side. And again, we're bringing that heart rate back down. The other part that's important for a cool down is that you bring all that blood back to your heart to flush out what's called lactic acid. That can make you feel sore and stiff the next day. We do not want that. So just cooling down. And touch, touch, touch. And we're just gonna touch behind us now. And Earl, you can just bring your leg into the chair, underneath the chair, and then touch out. All right. And back to a march. Just marching up nice and tall. And if you feel comfortable taking your hands off that chair, you can just roll those shoulders back. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now I'd like you to hold your legs steady and bring those shoulders up nice and tight to your ears. And exhale and press down. Really pushing those shoulders down. Now inhale, bringing them up to your ears again. And exhale, press down. Now, continuing to press those shoulders down, drop your head to one side. And just gently lengthening and stretching all those muscles in your neck. Slowly roll your chin forward. Pausing at any points of tension. If you feel it's stiff, you just pause there and breathe to lengthen that muscle. Slowly bring it up to the opposite shoulder. And hold it there, again, lengthening and stretching from your ear to your shoulder. And bringing your head back up. Roll those shoulders back. And take a nice deep breath. Inhale up. And exhale down. Well, we will be back in just a moment if you want to go grab a quick drink of water, and we're going to come back to stretch our legs.
There are some things that change your world for the good. The day we met Debbie, Dad's comfort keeper, was a true Independence Day for him. Finding someone who cares for Dad in amazing ways. Not just what she does for him, cooking, cleaning, and errands, but there's this bond, how they laugh and share memories. Knowing Comfort Keepers is there helping Dad live independently at home has made all the difference in both our worlds.
Let Comfort Keepers bring comforting in-home care home to you.
Store to Door really is there to help me.
Store to Door has been helping seniors in the 7-county metro area for 26 years. Our volunteers take your shopping list to Cub Foods, so the food we bring is just what you want.
They're wonderful people. Everybody should look into it.
Store to Door. We bring the groceries and peace of mind. Call 651-642-1892. That's 651-642-1892. Or visit storetodoor.org.
When it's time to start looking at options for senior living, it can sometimes feel like an overwhelming task. Here are some helpful tips to consider. Know exactly what is and isn't included in your monthly rent. It should be conveniently located to doctors and local businesses. Be sure there are options for additional services that may be needed for future care. If you have any further questions about senior living, feel free to call Heritage Place of Roseville at 651-489-3293.
We're going to finish up by stretching our muscles to relax them a little bit. Holding onto the chair, bring your right heel between the legs of the chair and gently lift your toes up. Now slide your hips back until you feel a nice stretch in the back of your thigh. Hold it there and take a nice deep breath. Now keeping your right hand on the chair, turn and pivot your body to the left and slide your hips away from the chair until you feel a nice stretch on the inside of your thigh. And hold that position briefly as you breathe. All right, now turn back to the chair, step your feet together, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So bring your left leg between the legs of the chair, toes are up, and your hips slide back. and your chest gently leaning towards the thigh, getting a good stretch through the back of your leg. Nice deep breath. And we're going to switch, pivoting to the side. And you'll notice Earl is doing all these exercises from a chair, which is absolutely wonderful as well. From a standing position, you're leaning out away from your extended leg, and Earl is just turning his body, stretching the inside of the thigh. Turn forward and come back together. Now I'd like you to bring your feet together, and you're going to step your right foot in front of your left. Place your hands on your hips and gently lean to the right, feeling a good stretch through the outside of your hip. Whereas Earl, he's going to bring his opposite hand to the knee and gently turn to get a stretch through his hip. And come back up. Switching your feet so your left foot is in front this time. Hands are on your hips and gently lean to the left. Feeling a good stretch through the outer thigh as well. And come up and shake those legs out a little bit. Well, you worked really hard today, and it might have tired you out a bit, but know that each time you exercise, it will get easier and easier, and it'll give you more and more energy. I hope you join us again, and if for any reason you have to miss the broadcast of the show or you'd like to watch at a different time, the show is available on DVD by calling 612-746-4663. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you'll join us again for more Active Aging.
There's some things that change your world for the good. The day we met Debbie, Dad's comfort keeper, was a true Independence Day for him. Finding someone who cares for Dad in amazing ways. Not just what she does for him, cooking, cleaning, and errands, but there's this bond, how they laugh and share memories. Knowing Comfort Keepers is there helping Dad live independently at home has made all the difference in both our worlds.
Let Comfort Keepers bring comforting in-home care home to you.
Store to Door really is there to help me.
Store to Door has been helping seniors in the 7-county metro area for 26 years. Our volunteers take your shopping list to Cub Foods, so the food we bring is just what you want.
They're wonderful people. Everybody should look into it.
Store to Door, we bring the groceries and peace of mind. Call 651-642-1892. That's 651-642-1892. Or visit storetodor.org.
When it's time to start looking at options for senior living, it can sometimes feel like an overwhelming task. Here are some helpful tips to consider. Know exactly what is and isn't included in your monthly rent. It should be conveniently located to doctors and local businesses. Be sure there are options for additional services that may be needed for future care. If you have any further questions about senior living, feel free to call Heritage Place of Roseville at 651-489-3293.